Also fun to watch, perhaps the most fun game to watch at the weekend was Darmstadt's meeting with Borussia Mönchengladbach. Producer York, I think, would have torn some of his remaining hair out, watching the first half, or the first 60 minutes or so. Darmstadt scored 3 goals, 8th minute, 10th minute, 33rd minute. Then had Maglica, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Then had Maglica sent off after the 49th minute. Then Schwanchara from Borussia Mönchengladbach, the Czech striker, missed a penalty. But what happened afterwards, Christoph? I mean, one of the weirdest outcomes to a Bundesliga game we've seen in many weeks and months.
Yeah, it was like 2 games within one, because there was such a dramatic power shift from the first to the second half. As you said, Darmstadt played terrific football in the first half, was 3-0 up, and Borussia Mönchengladbach looked terrible. I mean, that was abysmal how they defended. It was they were far away from their opponents. They were lacking energy. They looked, I mean, it was shocking how they played. And then referee Gerach came and helped them a lot, because he awarded a penalty. And I'm still wondering if that really was a handball. Yes, Maglica touched the ball with the hand, but I don't know how you saw it. But afterwards, you said it. Schwanchara missed the penalty, scored a terrific goal later on, an absolute belter from 20 meters or so, and I think most of the Borussia Mönchengladbach supporter at the end thought, yeah, we should have won it, because they completely overwhelmed Darmstadt, and they did it in a clever way also. I mean, it was they played well, they played calm, they played clever. It was not just so they made a lot having one man more. Made a lot of out of it, and you rarely see it that sending off has such an deep effect on a game. So yeah, it was fascinating to watch, but still I have my doubts about this this handball. But as we said, it was the soft penalty weekend, and we have another case to discuss later on. And I think at Darmstadt everybody is deeply frustrated with the result and with the shift of the game.
Yeah, well, I'd be deeply frustrated if I gave up a 3-0 lead in the second fight against Gladbach of all teams. No disrespect, but they still look a little bit shaky. Are you seeing signs that they're getting much better this season, or could it be another difficult season for them?
I think it's still completely undecided. And it's interesting when you compare the 2 halves. They were terrible in defense. I said that. Also because the players, the offensive players, didn't help much in defending in the game against the ball. And I think that's not a good sign. On the other side of the pitch, Schwanchara and Jordan, who came on loan from Union Berlin, they have good players up front, and you could also see that they can play together. So yeah, I think it's learning Fußballdeutsch probably here. Die Wundertüte. Borussia Mönchengladbach is a Wundertüte. Is there something similar to the Wundertüte in English? And what's the concept?
Yeah, I've often thought about that, and unfortunately, there's no direct equivalent. Wundertüte is something that you buy as a child or a young adult at your local kiosk, and what you get are sweets, but a mix of sweets that you not sure about what you're going to get. And in the football context, Wundertüte isn't just sweets, but it could also be stuff that tastes bad and smells bad. If you are unlucky, that you might find in the Wundertüte, because you just don't know. So I guess the best equivalent I can think of is the famous box of chocolate from Forrest Gump, that supposed to come up with big surprises, even though they don't. I mean, it's always the same in chocolates, isn't it? Yeah. One marzipan, one nougat, one with nuts, one dark one. Anyway.